Hello everyone. Today I would like to share with everyone a practice of aware touch, a very simple and easy way to get us into meditation a little bit much easier. And I don't know how about yourself, but I'm noticing that sometimes when so much going on, a lot of tasks I need to complete in a very short time, and everything is pouring over the place. My mind is not here. And then somebody asked me to sit down and breathing in and breathing out and meditate and meditate and meditate. It's not going to happen. And this is one of the ways that I use very often. And I find it's really, really helpful if you got a mind like me over the place sometimes, most of the time. So what we are going to do, that we will use our hands and we play with the aware touch. What is aware touch? And throughout the whole of our life, since the day when I was born until now, I touched so many things. And you might touch so many things also with your hands, maybe with the way how we're looking, the way how we're speaking. We touch other and the world around us all the times. But the inquiry here is, the questioning is sometimes I touch something, I'm aware of it, and sometimes when I touch something, I'm not aware of it at all, just like I am in the doing mode all the time, just doing, rather than feeling, doing, feeling. And this kind of thing is, I think in English, it's called reciprocity, the creating mutual relationship, mutual connection, mutual respect. Basically, the mutual between the thing I touch and myself in same mutual exchange. And the tree and us, we do the same thing. And the bowl, when we eat food or we hold a cup of tea, is a mutual exchange between the cup of tea and our hands and our body. And so my questions, my inquiry, how can I increasing awareness of be present and noticing when I touch thing and when I be touched by, what does it feel like in the entire of my whole body, so that I don't get lost too much in thought, or maybe I get lost in thought, but I'll be able to go back in noticing, feeling, sensing, aliving. So we are going to do with touching our face with our hands, and then the second thing we will do with touching the rock. So if you don't have the rock next to you, please go get one. Or any object. It could be a flower, it could be a toys, it could be a soft toys. But I like a rock because somehow the rock, I find it the nature of the rock is it to be certified. It's very different when I touching it. It no need crystal, any rock that you can find. And you can do this one again in any different position that you feel comfortable with. So find your place, settling down, and I would suggest that maybe do this one in sitting if you don't want to go to sleep. Because it's very soothing our nervous system, and if we're lying down instead of we're going to meditate, we're going to sleeping, and it's alright if that's what you need. But if not what you want, then please choose sitting. And you can sit on the physio ball, big balls, or on the chair, on the floor, cushion, cross-leg, whatever relationship with the gravity that work with you. And you can do this one in rocking, moving, or you can stay still. Again, it's your choice. So as you Are you sitting and comfortable with yourself? And I would like to encourage you a little bit rocking, a little bit shifting weight from side to side through your sit bones. Very gently, just another way that coming into your body. With your feet on the floor and your bum in the chair, on the chair or on the cushion, get support. And whenever time right for you, you can still moving a little bit gently or stay still. It's absolutely your choice. But very gently, slowly, bring your hands, your fingers coming to meet your face. And some people do best when their hands stay still or when their body stays still. And some of us, maybe today, what best for you is palpate your face. Stroke with a little bit pressure. So again, you pick which one that you feel you need the most. And if you palpate your face or stay still and touching your face, allow your breath floating in and out naturally. You don't have to think about breathing or conscious breathing. Just breathe naturally. And maybe when time right for you, just a moment here, allow your hand to settle on your face. And as you're breathing in and out easily, normally, naturally, and in here is a mutual relationship, mutual conversation between your hands and your face. So whatever you need to do in your psyche, can you just do a little bit allowing? Can you allowing your face to touch your hands and allowing your face to be touched by your hands? So your face touch your hands, but also allowing to be touched by your hands. And let your face touch your hands, and your hands allowing to be touched by your face. And to rest in that place a little bit. As you're breathing in and out easily, normally, naturally, in just the same way, and we are playing with aware touch, there is a double current happening in here. So allow your finger pad, go to explore your eyebrows a little bit. It could be a little bit pressure, palpate, it could be just stay still. Kind of like go to get to know your eyebrows. And a little softer inquiry here, a little questions here. My dear little eyebrows, how do you like to be touched? What does it feel like to be touched this way? As you're breathing in and out easily, naturally, normally. And let's a little bit moving from your eyebrow, from the inner corner of your eyebrows, following, tracing your eyebrow, the hairs of your eyebrow, all the way to the corner, the end corner of your eyebrow. And so a little bit very gently spreading your fingertips all the way from the eyebrow, stroking gently to the skin of your forehead and to your hairlines. But again, just see how slow can you touch. What sensation, what feeling of your forehead to be touched this way. And this is not the massage of your face. It's a practice of aware touch. It means, can you allow your forehead to be touched by your fingers? And at the same time, the muscle that or the tissue that touching your finger to be touched by your finger, allowing also touching your fingers. Let your finger meet your forehead and let your forehead meeting your fingers. And then very gently, slowly from your eyes, outside of your eyes corner, the smiling line, just let it spread and go toward your temples. And again, soft inquiry, a little questions. How is my temples would like to be touched? And if you feel touching this way is so pleasant, tune into that. Sensuous feeling, enjoyable feeling. And maybe sometime for long times, maybe when we were young or maybe when we now, sensuous feeling, pleasant feeling, feeling good feeling, it's not acceptable. And someone stopped us to doing that, maybe. Now, can you just allow it happening because it's very natural for your nervous system, for your whole self, to be touched this way, to be loved this way. And then very gently, slowly again, come to touch your nose, your nostril. And it's not a massage. It's the place where you meet your nostril, you meet your nose. And your nostril and your nose meeting your hands, your fingers. A mutual relationship between them both. Very intimacy, knowing of your hands getting to know your face and your face getting to know your hands and your fingers. And then from the corner or from the side of your nostril and your nose, you all the way go to your cheekbones, spreading out, go into the corner of your ears, sides of your ears. And the same way of touching, the same muscles of your face, of your cheek, touching your finger, touching your hand, the same that muscle, allowing to be touched. And then go to the side away, go to the corner of your mouth. All the way, go lower jaw, upper jaw, go to your ears. Keep slow down, take your time. How many times in the day that I allow my face to be touched this way? Maybe many times, maybe none. And so in our practice, we keep finding way to nourishing us. Rather than there's so many things throughout the day to dry it out, draining us. So how to find more ways that you can get into pleasant feeling, sensuous feeling, touch, allowed to touch, to be touched. And then just go a little bit in your upper lips. One finger, two fingers, both hand, one hand. And keep slow down your movement, your touching, soft stroke. And sometimes I find it really helpful if I ask a questions. Excuse me. How is my lips, upper lip like to touch, to be touched? And when I come to meet my upper lip this way, Noticing what's happening in your breathing, in your state of mind. And whatever it is, can you accepting it, not rejecting it? And come to meet your lower lip. And as you're touching, can you touch with the speed of trust? Can you trust yourself? Self-acceptance. That the pressure you choose is right at the moment. Self-care. And maybe go a little bit to your ears, touching. See which way, my dear little ears, both sides or one side. How do you feel to be touched this way? Touch and allow to be touched. And maybe a little bit on your throat. And then when it's time right for you, and just let go the intention, all of the intention of stroking and get to know the face. And you sit in the way that you feel the most comfortable with. Kind of really open. I'm open my attention. I'm resting in very open awareness, openness. Through the whole volume of myself, through the whole volume of my face and the rest of my body. And noticing that what is present. And we are going to sit quiet together for maybe 3 minutes. And as you sit quiet in your silent time, in your meditation, maybe a thought or two coming, maybe a word coming, or maybe a sound from somewhere surrounding coming in, to waking up your memory about something, recognizing it, acknowledging it, smiling to it. And then to drop your awareness, your attention, down into your direct experience. What do you feel? What do you sense here in the entire of your whole body? Under wording. And because I would like to make this video a little bit shorter, so we will go straight into the practice of aware touch with the stone or the rock. But if you have more time on your own, just stop the video from here, sit a bit longer. It could be a half of hour, it could be an hour, it could be whatever time that you need in your quiet time, in the time that to get to know yourself a little bit more. And so we go with the rock, and what we are going to do, because I came around this way, if I sit further you can't hear me properly, so I will bring the rock a little bit up for you so you can see it. But when you do this one on your own, place in any position that you feel the most comfortable and supporting for your hands. It could be you have a pillow underneath of your elbows and rest your hands and put the rock down, play with it. And so what we are going to do, eye closed, eye open, moving, whatever way that you feel it helpful for you. And come to the place, maybe just very, again, a little questions. What can I do to get to know you a little bit better? My rock, my little rock. And for holding for so long, my arms a little bit not happy, so I will put it down onto my lap and my hands down, play with that. And I still with you, even my eye closed. So as you palpate, soft touch the rock in your own way, in your own style, noticing in what shape of this rock. And rock is brilliant thing, it's very unique. Nature has always make unique, including us. Each of it very unique, one of a kind. So as you touching the rock and exploring the rock, what shape of the rock could you feel? And at the moment, if your eyes closing, your hands is another pair of your eyes. New pair of your eyes. The shape of the rock, the contours, the angle. Maybe you can feel the density of the rock. Maybe put the rock in one hand and see could you feel it weight in one hand. Noticing how does it feel, and then put the rock on the other hand. Is it the same weight or different weight? Is it all of the angle of your rock is similar or the same, or they are different? Feel it. And throughout the day we are so much in doing mode. And we rarely, maybe I did not say we, maybe just me. You may be different. And so how many times that I am in the feeling and doing mode, feeling mode as I doing or I have any action, I'm feeling thing too. And one of the things is really interesting thing that the story I heard, you see the scientists, they explore, and if you're interested, Google it. They find out that in, you still touching your rock, I told you right. And they find out about like the drawing a little like somatic and sensory human called homologous. Say a different part of the brain related to different part of the body and how that part of your body develop in your brain, that kind of thing. So send information in. And they talk about a runner. So if a runner running a lot and do their running many times, that kind of thing, every day, every year, but did not feel a thing what happening in their feet or in their legs as they run. And that part of their brain develop about running, recording. The leg shape is really tiny and thin. No power at all. And if the one who do runner, is a runner and do a lot of running, but whatever way of they run or she run or he run or that person run, and they feel it, they sense it, that part of their brain very developed. There is a deep connection between their feet and their leg with their brain, so for better coordination for many different things. And I find it absolutely fascinating. And so if I keep doing things and not feeling anything, and maybe one day my brain not connecting with that part of my body anymore. So how can we do in whatever we do in life, that we can have a feeling, go with it too. So that you're touching in here, play with the double current, aware touch. The same muscles of your hand touching the rock. Can you allow that the same muscle to be touched by the rock? Maybe the rock a little bit exploring the back of your hands, the top of your hands, bones of your hands. Somehow can you create in a way that the rock get to know your hands a little bit better, have more intimacy with your hands and your fingers. And maybe just a question, how do I get to know you a little bit more deeper, a little bit more intimacy, relationship with you? Not relationship, but get to know you a little bit better. My dear little rock. And some people, they like to put in your skin, into their skin or their face. Some people like with their lips. Can you get to know the rock in your own way? And some with children, when I work with children, teenagers, quite like put on the top of their head. So you play. There's a playing time. And because what I find really interesting, if I can play with something a little bit safe, like a rock, kind of a very safe thing, then when I come into meet other people and find a way to get to know other people, so that we can have a mutual respect, mutual honoring, a mutual conversation. So I play with rock first, and then I go find a person. It could be my husband, it could be my children, it could be anyone. So again, keep finding the new way to perceiving this rock. Reciprocity, mutual conversation, mutual relationship with whatever that we touch. And then when you feel that you have enough, just maybe put a rock down or just holding in your hands. And have let go of that again, let go of the intention of getting to know the rock, but resting in open your awareness. What is present in the whole direction, dimensions of you as one? What is present as you rest here in this place? And again, wording come, thought come, plan come, image come, memory come. It's okay. Acknowledging it, smiling to it, and then just drop your awareness down into the feeling field. And please do sit a little bit longer if that's what you need. And when you do this one at home on your own, in your own practice, you can do the first part, or touch your face only, or do both, or do one at a time. Do what you need. And I really hope this one is helpful for you. and thank you for joining in, and come again. See you next time.